Hi everyone, welcome to episode 16 of the Six Pack Series 2026. In this video, I'm going to talk about how things during this series and over the past few months haven't turned out how I thought they would, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I think I repeated myself a bit there, but anyway. So when I first started this series, I imagined myself getting a six-pack over the course of the 20 weeks, maybe towards the end or a few weeks before the end, which is around about now. And I also imagine my channel growing, getting more and more views, hopefully at least 50 to 100 views per video. I thought I'd be building momentum throughout the series, and by now, episode 16, I thought I would pretty much have a six-pack. I would have probably doubled my subscriber count, gotten more views, and built an audience. But none of those things has really happened, and I'm actually okay with that. And I'm going to explain more about why I'm okay with that. The reality has been that views have only been averaging around about 5 views per video. Some have gotten a little bit more, but none have gotten even close to 100 views. And I know views is really a first world problem, and I don't care about it much. I'm just talking about what my expectations were versus what has actually happened, because maybe some people can relate. When you set a certain goal, after a certain period of time, you think, I'll be at this certain amount, this certain number of views, I'll be lifting this amount of weight in the gym or something like that, but then it doesn't meet your expectation. And I think partly that's having lower views in combination with running out of ideas. I've had less motivation in recent weeks, especially to make videos. I had some ideas in the first few videos of the series, the first 10 or so videos, but maybe you guys have noticed in the last few ones, I've been getting kind of desperate for ideas. In the last one, I literally just did workout footage with music over the top because I know other ideas for that video. But I want to make sure that I keep uploading a video every week during this series. So that's another thing that has happened. Motivation for making videos has gone down quite a bit. And the third thing that has happened that I've already talked about a lot in my videos is how I got, I don't know what to call it anymore, I'll just say an injury, because that's what I personally think it is, even though it hasn't been technically diagnosed, even though I've seen 2 medical professionals. But I think I went to see them too late. By then my symptoms were improved quite a bit, so it was probably hard to diagnose it. So that's the third thing that happened that I didn't really think was going to happen, and definitely slowed down my progress. As I showed in these videos, I had to stop training for some weeks, and a lot of other weeks, well, pretty much most of this series, I've had to exclude certain exercises and also lower the intensity on a lot of the exercises, because my priority has gone from getting a six-pack to recovering what I believe to be, but I could be wrong, is my oblique muscle in my left side. And so because of that, the training at a lower intensity, I also increased my calories because I didn't want to lose muscle due to reduced training. So because of that, I haven't been losing as much fat as I was in the first few weeks of the series. But I'll give a proper update in the next video about how that injury is going and how my physique and progress is going. This video, I'm more just focusing on talking about how things haven't happened how I thought they would. I'm definitely not at the point I thought I would be physically by episode 16 of this series, but there are actually some positive things about that injury which I think have helped me, such as I've become more inspired to learn more about anatomy. I did do my certificate 3 and 4 in fitness a few years ago, and I got some books from that course which I've started reading again to brush up and further increase my knowledge of anatomy and the body. There's been a lot of times I questioned whether I should even continue the series and finish it, but I made a decision pretty early on that I want to complete the series, 1 video every week for 20 weeks, even if they're only getting 1 view. I wrote a note to myself, actually. I said, this series is more about me proving I can stick to what I said I would do. So even if they're only getting 1, 2, 3 views, then I'm okay with that. As long as I can make a video every week for the 20 weeks, then I'm achieving what I set out to do. So that's the reason why the series is still going, even though the views have been low, much lower than most of my videos in the past, even though motivation and coming up with ideas has been low, even though progress towards the six-pack has been low. The main reason I'm still going is because I said I would do 20 episodes, one every Tuesday for the next 19 weeks. So I want to stick to that. And this is episode 16. There is 17, 18, 19, 20, 4 more episodes after this. So if you guys are still watching now, if you've been watching throughout the series, the 1 to 5 people who have been watching, I thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure you click the like button, and I'll see you guys next time.